Hello, 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 hello. Happy Wednesday, guys. I figured there's no need to wait. Y'all already here. Might as well go and pop on. What's up? I figured since we ended with these beauties, we might as well start with these beauties. We will be slapping some paint on some paper today. Oh, hold on. Let me cut me off. Okay, there we go. Oof. Thought I had all of that closed. I was on my own channel doing some things, catching up. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, thank you. I got your congratulations. I did. I got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a little overwhelmed on Monday and yesterday. No, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I was very much so overwhelmed because y'all know that all of this is really just affirming some things that God had said in the past, way back when my son passed. And I was just like, no. But it was the answer to what I asked for. I want my joy back. And God, how am I going to get my joy back? And here we are over here on Mondays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I get to show you every single day how I get my joy back. And that is what I'm happy about. And everybody that sends me congratulations or sends me something special or sends me a nice little welcome, welcome, welcome kind of thing, that is what makes me happy. And that just gives me more um of I'm right where I'm supposed to be, right? So welcome back. Welcome back to the studio, slapping paint on paper, where we like to take, I like to take you on a journey of the chaos that happens in my life and kind of show you how to turn it into color, how to take those days when somebody just says something crazy to you and then you just take it and just let the water roll off. And but it kind of still bothers you. But this is over here, slapping paint on paper, where we heal one brushstroke at a time. My passion is helping you renew your joy, rediscover who you are after life happens. And I also want you to reclaim your peace, because how many of you know people will steal your peace? They don't do it on purpose, but sometimes it happens. And you deserve to have your peace, right? You deserve it. All right. I figured, like I said, I was sitting up here and I was like, oh, well, we ended that live. That was so much fun on Monday. When I tell you that live was funny, I just got off the phone, was talking to Crystal, and she was talking about it. And it's just, she was just like, I didn't know who Eddie was. I didn't know who Becky was. I just kept trying to figure out. And then and then she's like, oh, okay, they're talking about the stencils. Hey, Amy. Oh, and it just made me laugh all over again, because hearing the conversation that I was having with the stencils, and then her really like what she was thinking on the backdrop is just like, I was trying to figure out what y'all was talking about. Like, who is this Eddie? She just kept saying, who is this Eddie? And I was just like, oh my God, that is so, so funny. So today we're going to step into, for our housewife, we're going to be talking about Gabrielle. But we got 10 minutes before we really dive in, because we want everybody to kind of get the notifications, come on in and hang out at 3 o'clock. We start at 3 o'clock. I got my little mini sewing machine. I had to change the needle out instantaneously because this one came and it was bent. So I got that mini sewing machine and it works. It worked. I've already used it. Look, you can't really see it. Yeah, you can see it. But I stitched this on because we're making these envelopes. So it was fun. It was just fun. So it worked. And that way I can have it right here on my desk. So if I happen to do something one day, I don't have to go way over there. It's over here. All right. So let's walk through these beautiful prints. They got even better. Like even better. when I had my little sticky note and it done dropped off of. We know who Mayhem is. We know who Eddie is. We know that one. And we know Becky with Pop Dots. We got those two. Becky and Pop Dots. So Becky and Eddie. This is the outcome of the stencil. And it came out. This color is just that black. It's black, pink. Mo picked the colors, which if you know Mo, guys, Mo doesn't like pink. And I was just like, well, that fluorescent pink just came and popped right on out. So hold on. This one, oh my goodness, where's my little? I got my cheat sheet over here. Let's just go over here. Oh, Crystal's not here to do that. But that's my little thing. She's just like every time. Oh, where is it at? Red. It's Mayhem. Because I want to be able to. Because if you go, these stencils came from PM Artist Studio. And where is my? Might help if I go. I put stuff in notes because when I talk to you guys, I want you to know just in case you want to go and grab you some stencils. Like I think everybody should have some stencils when especially when I pull them out. Like Monday was fun. I think Monday was amazing, amazing. Okay, when did I get these? Let's see. I think they were in this one. Nope, was not. When did I get that one? Okay, we got Mayhem. I already got that one. Pop Dots. Art Nuevo. Nouveau. I think that's this one. Art Nouveau. No. Yes. This is Art Nouveau. So if you go over on PM Artist Studio and you want this stencil, this one is this one. Let's see. I can do that. Julia, hello, and welcome. I think I saw. Look, I'm trying to do too many things at one time. Let me focus. How are you doing today? Okay, that's this one. Now this one is fun. I don't think we gave it too much play. I did 1 or 2 pulls off of it, but I really wanted to do it on the bigger one, and I think we just got focused on Eddie and we got focused on Mayhem. So let's use the name of the stencil. It's Mayhem and Pop Dots was these two right here. And it was my first time using, well, it wasn't really my first time. It was my first time using both of them together in such a defined way. Let's put it that way. But this is the pulls. These are all the pulls from Monday. Finally got them together a little bit to cleaned off the stencils. And y'all know I was using the little flowers that still turned out great after they've dried. I love this black and yellow together. Love that. This looks like it might be a street, but you know, in the counseling world as a psychiatrist, you know, they ask you, what do you see? Everybody's going to see something different. These two colors are beautiful. That one is all right. I don't like the color scheme, but I like the way my flowers showed up in it. And then these are our pulls from Mayhem. See how we were getting it? We did 1 pull, then we put dots on it. We were getting it. I was bound and determined to make it happen, though. Look at these dots, how these dots show up. That's how it started. I love these dots because I'm going to put these dots on my envelopes. Flowers, little flowers still popping up. Pop dots. This one is pretty. And this one is amazing because you got that shimmer that's going on. Again, we got pop dots. And this one, see how we put pop dots on with this one. So I did it earlier, so we do it. And then there's pop dots. I like this one because the flowers are in the background. So some people ask like, what are you going to do with all those things? And I'm going to tell you, like, this one could be cut down and put into a journal. But some of these are going to get cut down and I'm going to do collage with them. I'm going to collage on a canvas. That's what I'm going to do. So this one we did some shimmer. I can't remember what this was. What was that shimmer? It wasn't that. I don't know what the shimmer was on that one. Not sure. Too much paint. That's what that was. Too much paint. I remember that was the roll off. And then those are the 5x7. And I've ordered me another 8x10 and a 5x7 because Lord knows we need to have multiple plates when you're doing like I was doing the other day. Oh, ooh, look at that one. This one is another one that turned out yummy. Look at that. Oh, that's the bronze. So it's bronze and purple and magenta. That was these colors. And then, of course, whatever was left on the plate pulled off too. But that one is yummy. And can't remember what we did, but oh, this one. Look at those colors in the background. So we put blue down. So it's blue, purple. I don't know. It was, but that one's fun too. Hey, Cheryl. Are we at work today? Did we get some rest? Did you get you some rest? This one's fun. So we're going into 8x10s. This was the beginning. So this one, no, this one wasn't the beginning. Let's start the beginning. I had a page and magazine I was cutting up. Tell me it needed to come to you. It needed to come to me. You're working. Oh, well, we still got 5x7s. Oh, that's a pretty one. Okay, this is how it all started. This is how it all started. So Monday started with this. And then after that, then Mo put in a chat and we went from there. So we went from here to here because my understanding, as you can see, this was nice, crisp, and clear. Mayhem was the stencil. But this one, didn't understand the assignment. So this one, we put Pop Dot on top of Mayhem. And it did, but it didn't do, I didn't let it dry. So again, this is why I had to understand the assignment. Hey, Bernadette. It's a bus called Glory by African American Artists. Oh, okay. Once I looked it up, I knew why it asked to come to you. Oh, we still got some 5x7 stuck in here. I thought I had separated them. This one is yummy. This will go good in a grunge journal. Our flowers. These were our first two pulls on our flowers. They did good. I love the black and the pink. Love those two. Put Pop Dots on top of my manuscript. Didn't do nothing else. These are our labels, which are going to go on our envelopes. That's where they're going to go on my envelopes that we have. This one is, we understood the assignment. So this one is what all of the other pulls, but this was, we understood the assignment. Once we got here, we understood the assignment. And I understand. So now I'm going to wait because that was Monday. And so I like to wait and give my brain a chance to catch up, right? But I'm very confident. I have a whole lot of confidence in myself that I can do it again. So, but today we're not going to be doing jelly plate. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Let me flip on through these because y'all know I'm supposed to start at 3 o'clock. Oh, that's shimmery too. I'm going to do a fast flip through. We'll come back to these after 3. Oh, these are roll-offs. Yeah, those are roll-off pages. And then that one, and then that one. Because remember, we didn't put enough paint on there, but the flowers are yummy. So we did great. Keep the roll-off papers, which they're separate. Love, 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 love. I love this one. I love this one. I can't even tell you why, but it's got polka dots. I love polka dots. That's why Pop Dots had to come into the studio because I love polka dots. I just figure it's like life, right? So yeah. And when you're trying to rediscover, renew, and reclaim your joy, why not use polka dots? Why not? Okay. So that's that. That's where we ended on Monday. So that's where we had to come back. That's where we had to come back. So, but today we're going to be stepping our heels. We're going to be talking about Gabrielle Solis. We got some happy mail that we've been waiting for months and months because these are handmade books. These were handmade. The Perfect Sketchbook, Signature Series, the Finest Watercolor Sketchbook. I got both of them, blue and orange by Etcher Lab. So we're going to open these babies up. But for our Monday and Wednesday chat, today we're talking about behind closed doors with today's housewife, Gabby. What secrets are holding you back? So Gabby is who we're going to use, but ask yourself the question, what secrets, and secrets, we don't have to think about secrets as being something bad, but what, it's a secret if only you know it. Let's put it that way. But what are you holding yourself back with? Like, what do you need to let go of? So today, as we talk about Gabrielle Solis, the woman who could light up a room, who could break hearts, and still somehow she still would hold her own. I don't care what Gabby did. So I think I'm on 5 ending going into 6, because if you've watched Desperate Housewives, great, wonderful. If not, then go through and get the Cliff Note version. Google Desperate Housewives and just tell it to give me a synopsis of the housewives, of each one of the housewives. And then that kind of gives you a little bit of, of, of where where I go with it, right? Because I want you to know that we're here. The real question is, and I want you to ask yourself right from the start, are you dreaming big enough? And are you performing small to make everyone else comfortable? That's something I had to ask myself. Because after the death of my daughter, really, I realized that I was doing life for everybody else. And then 12 years later, here we are burying another child. Well, he didn't get buried, he was cremated. But I'm still on the same grief journey. And I had to ask myself, are you still dreaming? Did you stop dreaming because you lost something? Why? And so with Gabrielle's story, it's not about glam and gossip. It's about what happens when a woman who had everything realizes that what she truly needed couldn't be bought. So for me, I can relate, because remember I told y'all I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm relating to today. Hey, hello, hello. I can't stay, but wanted to pop in and give you a thumbs up for your stream. Great, great, great. I am so happy that you popped through. I am happy that you popped through. Listen, I just showed them jelly pulls and we showed you first. Oh my God, this paper smells good. This is cold press. I love that it's square format. I wish y'all could touch it. I wish you could touch it. Oh my goodness, I wish you can touch it. It has 22 sheets for 44 pages. It's 100% cotton, acid-free, archival grade. It's cold press, 300 GSM. The features is it's perfect for wet and mixed medium. Hand torn, that's what I fell in love. It's hand torn, deckled edges. Let's flip to the inside. Let's go, because y'all know when this came out, and like it's been, when did I order this? I want to say, shoot, it's been like 6 months. And then it was so much so I had to send an email like, wait, yo, like, because you're only making so many, like, when you getting it to me? But look at these edges. Yes, yes, Rhonda, I got you. You used one of my PM artist stencil designs the other day. Yes, ma'am. That's the one. That's why I say you were first. So when I showed them, it is like, wait, did we put them? It should. So if I showed it first, it should be. Oh my goodness. Wait, maybe it's under here. Oh, I put it with. Oh, we got so many. Oh, I know. Moved it forward because I put it with Pop Dot. There we go. We did Pop Dots. There it is. Is that not beautiful? Look how it shimmers. So, guys, here's the thing. Rhonda's in the chat right there. What is it? Okay, Gryphon Show. Oh my God, I'm probably mutilating that name. But her name is Rhonda. She is designer of this stencil. So that's why the one that I put in the chat that I um Nouveau. This is Art Nouveau style one that I use, and she is the designer of this stencil. So it makes my heart happy to have you in my chat. This is what I'm saying, guys. How many are you are is the dream? Like, what are you dreaming? Like, I want you to keep dreaming. I don't want you to stop dreaming because life happens. I mean, this is the kind of thing right here that makes me happy. Someone that designed something, this stencil that I use, and when I got it, I was like, oh, that is just me. I need that to create joy, right? Nowhere in my heart, in my mind, I don't think I was thinking, but here we are on YouTube over here, and she's in my chat. Like, I feel like I ain't dreaming big enough. Like, okay, who else do I want in my chat, right? So those are the things that I want y'all to do is dream big, but create joy. Have fun in life. Because if you're not having fun, then what are you doing? Like, I realize that life is happening, I say, outside my gate, outside the ranch. I realize that there are plenty of things going on, but there is about 10 to 15 minutes of day. I want you to take time. Hey, Mo! I want you to take time to create something for yourself. Be selfish. I'm quite sure my husband would chime in and say, I'm being very selfish. Well, look how that goes together. But I needed to. I'm the mother of 7. Out of 7 children, 2 of my hearts are already my heavenly angels. So now learning what is life after an empty nester. And that this is what it is. I'm learning what I like, right? I'm learning what I like. Y'all, this chat got up to, let me see. Hold on. I can't see all my messages. Let me pull back up my eCam message because I don't know what the YouTube is doing. There we go. So we'll have 2 just in case it doesn't. Wookie, yeah, look, Mo, I still didn't get the story why Cookie not Cookie Wookie no more, but I can only probably imagine. We won't worry, but oh, I gotta keep this box. Y'all know we keep this. I can see this right here turning into art. So is it raining? Oh, that is raining leaves. My Wookiee left the building a month back when I was in the hospital. It will be back soon. Oh, so it will be. So it wasn't nothing bad that you had to get rid of the Wookiee. Okay, it's coming back. Because you know when you see, and then when you be in over here in my chat, you don't have your blue dress on. So that's why I'll be like, oh, my Wookiee left the building a month back when Mo, you were in the hospital. All right, let's pull this one. This is the one because if you know me, you know me. My daughter went to University of Florida, and these 2 colors spoke to her alma mater. And I had 2 daughters that went to FAMU, so that spoke to their can't call it their alma mater because they didn't graduate. They just went there. Okay. Hold on. I want this too, so might need to be a little bit more careful. Okay, but today I'm opening these because I am going to we're gonna slap some pen on some paper. There is. We're not gonna jelly plate today. Lord knows I want to, but I'm gonna wait till my other gel plate get here. It should get here this Saturday, I think. Oh, that blue is calling. I bet it is. Listen, but I don't want to wait 6 months. Well, here's the thing. You can't get these. These are done. So these are one and done. So these are, can I say, it's kind of like boutique-ish. You only get like, I think they only made 70, and they took pre-orders for them. And so once they reached their number, then they closed it and then they made them, which was why it took so long. But I love the fact that they're decoed edges. So I'm gonna slap some paint on some paper. We gonna break them in instantaneously. You know what? Um, yeah, we are, cause I want to see what it's all about. I feel like my studio got dark outside, so kind of got dark. We've cleaned our brushes, so we got water. So for those that may be looking for gel printing today, I can say at the beginning of this live, I can say we're not gel printing. I can say that at the beginning. Let's say it like that. Ain't no telling what could happen at the end, because y'all know me. If I feel like it's gonna create joy and I feel like we need to, then you know me, I'll pull it out because they right there. And I got some new paints yesterday too. I could never paint on them if they were too special. Girl, let me tell you something, Cheryl. It's either I use it or my kid's gonna throw it in the trash. I've learned after I cleaned the house, um, pretty much cleaned the house and watched stuff get, if I wouldn't have gotten a lot of the stuff, it would have just been given away to Goodwill, which a lot of it was given away. I said, nope, I'm going to give my stuff away or I'm going to use it for myself. For myself. So I use it. I mean, I might not use it like Cheryl. So here's the thing. Hey Lydia, I might not use it every day and I might not use it up. Now I will say that. But I'm getting ready to slap some paint on some paper right here, right now, so I can say it got used by me. Now, what they do, God forbid, if I should drop dead today or whatever, then that's a whole different story. But you won't give it away brand new. Yeah, and well, I don't know, Cheryl. For me, it used to be hard. I was hoarding stuff left and right. I was. I will tell you, and that's why I went back. Once we left Colorado and we moved here, I was just like, life is, you know, life is too short. Have fun. All right, let's wet it up, re-wet all of this. Oh, who is calling my phone? Do they not know what time it is? What day it is? Oh, Mr. McCoy, if you on here, call your niece. She calling my phone. Some people just don't know that they don't recognize the schedule. And I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, so that must mean she called twice. Because the only way the phone call knocks me off if you call twice. Would that be at your jail address because of the leaf stealing? I'll do the same for my horse. Send to Karen. Oh, listen, Cheryl, you ain't got to tell me. Send it right on. Send it right on. I had to go through my grandmother's things. Yeah, so, well, the good thing, now both of my grandmothers are still alive, right? So the good thing is both of them have done that. And they're not down to the bare minimum, but a lot of things that's in the house, they've already done that. Especially my grandma Fletcher, she's already done that. As a matter of fact, we had a conversation just the other day of her reminding me because she feels like her time is getting near. And I was just like, well, Grandma, I think you got a few more years. And she's just like, what do you mean? I'm already 98. And I was like, well, I kind of think you're going to be here till you're like 104. Like, you don't want to? And she just started laughing. Because she's still good. She's still healthy. She still gets up and fixes her own breakfast. She has a little help. One of my grandmas is still with us, 101. See, so you get it, Cheryl. Yeah, my grandma, she's 98. And my other grandmom is 94. Might as well say 95 because she'll be 95 in February. So she's over being a half. Y'all, this paper. Oh, don't let me stop. Hold on. Let me tell you about this paper. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Is that not yummy? You see how it is? And this is the other thing. So for those that on my watercolor journey, for those that know me, and y'all are over here and you be watching me over here slap paint on paper. This is where it really comes from. Slapping paint on paper was watercolor, right? I don't like I like 100% cotton, but I like a specific 100% cotton. And Archer has a specific 100% cotton. This right here, see, it doesn't dry fast. So see, I could still go back in, and I hope y'all can see this. I can still go back in and it give you a little bit of, like you can still see it's wet. It is not dry all over. Some 100% cotton, depending on what it is, it it dries real quick. And that's, I know that has something to do about, basically what the paper is made of. And that's what I love about this one. It's archival. The paper is artist grade Fabriano. Y'all know I love Fabriano. But look at this. This is it. This is it. Archival grade. 100% acid free archival grade. That's very important. I know that now. Why? Because I've been through enough paper. I've kissed enough paper to know that I don't like all 100% cotton paper. That's how I'm gonna say that. So let's put this one over here. See that water still sitting up there? I could use that, but it's too far over there, so we're gonna wipe that up. Oh, by the way, I saw your birthday. I saw your birthday the other day. Same as February 17th. Mr. McCoy is February the 11th. My grandma is February the 8th. My best friend, Chi-Town, that's in the chat, she's February the 8th. My grandkids, oh my God, they go from the 3rd all the way through the we run February. All the way through February 22nd. That granddaughter was born 2/22/22. She's a special one. Look at that. Oh, I just love it, love it, love it. And so if I never use this again, right, I can say I use this book. Oh, yeah, and Barb is February the 8th, too. That's right, Barb, that's right. Thank you for slapping that in there. Just don't throat punch me because I surely did leave you out right there. And then we got somebody else. It's somebody else. So we run February. Okay. So let me not get too far into this paint because y'all know I get beside myself when I start talking about the paint and this book. So these paints that I'm using are Rosa Gallery. So we have quality paint in a quality art journal. And y'all know most of them, when I make my art journals, I make them out of Fabriano watercolor paper. They're not, some of them are not 100%, but that's that. Okay. So there we go. We got that one. And that's beautiful. It goes on. And see, we still a little wet over there. So I like the fact that it did not dry totally. Hey, Kellyanne, how are you? All right, we got to do both of them. Got to do both. Got to do both. We cannot let them sit on the shelf. And this one, this is another thing. They said that they open flat. So it does open flat, but we're going to have to keep the page back there. All right, let's do some squiggles, some wiggles in this one. And it's fall, so let's kind of squiggle, wiggle some flowers. So we're going to squiggle, let go. Come back around, squiggle, and let go. And kind of go down. That'll be that one that way. And that brush down. And remember, guys, don't hold your brushes so tight. Because then if you hold your brushes so tight, you're trying to control it. You don't want to control. You kind of just want to guide it a little bit. Just guide it. Just guide it. And then kind of put the petal. That's a petal there. Ooh, that's yummy. Kind of look like all them leaves. Karen, my first time here, I learned about you through the hop. Yes, Kellyanne. I am so happy that look, that hop was amazing. We met a lot of great friends. I feel like it's going to rain. It is raining. I'm glad I finished mowing because I got up and I mowed the yard. Well, I mowed leaves because I just was tired of my driveway looking like nobody lived here. It was not a representation of me. I enjoyed crunching on the leaves on the way to the mailbox. But, oh yeah, it's raining. Okay, I'm going to give my disclaimer. If my country internet should happen to cut off because the people decide to cut off the, whatever, I don't know. I'll come back when I can come back, but usually when it rains, we have bad reception because I am rural. I live rural. Got no high tech. We do have high fiber, but look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Look at those squiggles, squiggles, wiggle, wiggles. Love it, love it, love it. And let's make these look like some is kind of coming from back there. Oh, we're gonna have to put some leaves on these. These gonna have to go all the way in. I didn't know it was gonna rain today. Oh wait, Mr. McCoy, can I hope Lauren isn't outside in the rain. I just realized that. Hold on, guys. Let me see if she outside my door. Nope, she's not. So hopefully she's not out there in the rain. All right. Pull that down there, pull that there, pull that down there. Okay, but so today we're talking about Gabby. Gabby, if you know, on Desperate Housewives, and if you don't, give you a little quickie. Gabby is one of the ones on Desperate Housewives that in the beginning they didn't like her because she was a model. And just imagine a model coming into suburbia with all these housewives. She didn't have any kids. She had this fabulous husband. She had this fabulous house. All the things. So nobody liked her. Even Edie didn't like her. But Gabby, I've learned from just continuing to watch, I think I will have to say is one of my favorites because she ended up being a very strong woman, right? Like when her husband went blind, well, her and Carlos got divorced, and then she married another man, and oh my goodness, it's just drama, drama, drama. Secrets in the dark. That's why this one is called Secrets Behind Closed Doors, because the things that was going on behind closed doors, oh my goodness. And that just made me think about, like, oh my God, who is not living through their fullest potential in life? What dream did you have maybe just 2 years ago? What dream did you have pre-COVID? Right? Like right now, like I said, people are furloughed. Some people are going to realize in their life, like because they're furloughed, they're going to have to find something else to do. Some of them are going to realize, oh my goodness, let me go and try this. And they're going to try it as maybe a side gig or a little hustle or whatever, just to maybe have some little change or whatever. I don't know how. And they're going to walk into their purpose. Because when you have to do a thing, sometimes you end up doing a thing in a way that you wouldn't have done it. Like Gabrielle would not have, for one, she probably would not have given up her elaborate lifestyle, but her and her husband got in a little pickle and then he got blind. So it was a whole bunch of stuff. So Gabrielle, with the perfect husband, I don't think she had, like, some people might say, how much of a mansion can you have in suburbia, right? But wardrobe and her lifestyle, very much so. But inside, like when you think of her as a person, she's very shallow. She's very empty, right? And that's what I call the performance of perfection. The kind of mask so polished you forget what's underneath you as a person. And for me, like over here on my channel, that's another thing. It's not so much, like I've always told you guys, it's not all about the numbers if they're quality numbers, right? I wasn't one of those people that needed to have, no, like they had people that reach out to you to buy subs. I didn't want that. I wanted genuine subscribers, people that needed to look at maybe my life and say, well, if she can do it, I can do it, right? Mothers who've lost a child to say, oh, if she can find her joy again, I can too. I don't have to paint, but I got maybe a glimpse of hope just by hearing my story. You know what I mean? So just a little reflection. Where in your life do you feel like you're performing instead of living? That's the question of today. Do you feel like you're performing instead of living? And most of us that kind of pop over here, we're artists, we're creatives, and so therefore we are definitely. Um, I don't think I perform, but Monday seemed like a performance. You hear me? But it was fun. But when you think about it, just really think about it. Like Barb is doing some great things out there in Vegas with her art. I am doing great things with my art that, first of all, in the beginning when I started this, I started for healing. Well, that's pretty. I had no intentions on none of the goals that I have now. But I had to ask myself the question, right? I had to ask the question, are you living small? Like, do you have dreams? What's your dream? That's pretty. See, I had to go back and do that. That's just they just was speaking. So let's go back over here and put some leaves on here. Supposed to be making cards. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to slapping paint on some smaller ones, continuing to make the cards, but a new journal came in the mail and we had to put some paint in it. Oh my goodness, looky. And the brush just glides across. Oh my god, it just feels so good. Let me see if what I can describe it as. Let me think about it. Let me think about it and then I'll let you know. Because right now I don't have words. It is storming outside, y'all. I really hope my dog's not outside. Oh, that's pretty. Mr. McCoy just got home, so I'm quite sure he's gonna make sure she's not outside. And first of all, it hasn't rained here in a minute. So hopefully I'm here for the rain. I can sit here in the studio I sit here in the studio anyway all day. Creating, making journals. But right now we got not what's that thing? Our Christmas bazaar is coming up again this year, so I'm going to participate in that again because I did last year. Isn't that pretty? Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, these pages, I want Etcher to know I am very much so happy with these two books. This paper is amazing. God, look at that. I just really hope it's showing up like it should show up. Y'all hold on for a second. I gotta make sure my mind is clear. Oh, she in. Okay, thank you. Look, I was just finna get up. He just like, she right here. Because I didn't want her to be outside in the rain if it was like trinkle, trinkle, but it is pouring down. We ain't seen this much rain in a minute. Okay, back to what I was saying. I want Etcher to know that these pages are amazing. Are amazing. The way this paint went on here, it's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, so we're going to leave these open so that they can dry 100%, and then I'll probably pop some more on top of them because y'all know I got to test out the paper and make sure the paper good because it says mixed media. So I'm going to do some mixed media. We had heavy rain this morning, cleared by 12:30. We're expecting a frost or a freeze. Lydia, where are you at again? Oh, see, the lights just twinkled. Is my internet still on? This would be God's way of saying it's not going to be a long show today, Karen. Because if it goes out, that'll be what God be saying. All right. Okay, let's pull out some paper. One. It's going to freeze in Connecticut already? Oh, Lord, this weather is crazy. Um, I have these. I wish these were in something like a stencil. They're on paper. Dawn sent them to me. I would love for these to be an stencil. So what we're going to do is I'm going to scan it through my through my scanning cut. That's what we're going to do and make them. Because why? We can. Rain 2 this morning in NYC started. Really? Okay. Lydia, I'm in Maine. There's going to be frost on the book. Oh my goodness. Frost? Okay, does that mean we're going to have it's going to be a cold? Because if that's the case, then that means we might get snow again this year. Y'all know we got snow last year. Or this year, the beginning of this year. Wasn't happy with it. Okay, so, right, those poor pumpkins, they're not going to even get, oh Lord, how does that work? I guess it's about like anything. This year, the beginning of this year, we didn't think the pears were going to do good because it snowed. And the pears did good, but the grapes and the muscadines they didn't do so well. They didn't produce like they did last year. All right, we're going to do squiggles. It's that time of year. I harvested 5 spaghetti squash before the frost. Oh, is it? Okay. Now, Lydia, what part of Connecticut you are in? I have a cousin that's actually in Connecticut. She was just in town too. Southern California, where rain is rare as a $2 bill. Yeah, they wrote a song. It never rains in Southern California. Can't remember the group, and I was like, I wonder is that true? But later on, as I got older, it is true. Now, how does that work? But I guess things. That's why y'all flowers are so pretty. Some of those flowers. I'll have to see where my cousin lives. I'll have to text her and see. But she was just here in Alabama Sunday, Monday. She was traveling. Because it's fall, um, when y'all get rain, y'all get fog though, right? Like, it's like it's dreary. Okay, let's see how that looks. This may be going to be a side card. No, it could still be a upsy. We'll see. We'll see where it talks to us. Okay, so um I had some things that I really, really, really want to hone in on Gabrielle. What I really, really, really liked about her. And Gabrielle Solis, her. And if any of this can relate to y'all, like, think about it. So I'm going to go into a spiel. And if any of it relates to you, just kind of think about it from your standpoint. Because we're talking about a TV show. Desperate Housewives is a television show that was on back in, I think it was 2000s. But it's not on anymore. But it's on Prime. For those that got Prime, if you want to go check it out and laugh. Laugh. Because, Lord, I went to sleep last night laughing and coloring. I was not watercoloring, coloring in my coloring book and watching and just really thinking, like, man, I can relate to that. Like Orson, what's her name? Bree's husband. He's he's stealing like he's like a child. He's a grown behind man and he's acting like a child. I'm just like, who wants a man that acts like a child? Like really like a 2-year old having temper tantrums. So it's on Hulu too. Well, what you call that thing? Hulu. I think Hulu and them two don't haven't they kind of merged a little bit? So when you look at Gabrielle Solis, I look at her as the glamorous survivor. Like Gabrielle, who was played by Eva Longoria, she's the embodiment of confidence, charm, and beauty, right? But hey, Mariah, listen, Mariah, I just want you to know, you just put me in tears yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I was at Stretch yesterday, and I'm so glad I didn't do like I normally do, just put y'all on and then I get, I'll be getting stretched. Because I would have been on the table like crying. They'd have been like, oh, does that hurt? And I'd be like, no. But it's like we were talking about earlier. It's like your dreams. Everybody should have a dream. And y'all know that Pretty Woman reference. What's your dream? What's your dream? But when you think about Gabrielle, underneath the sparkle, she's still a woman. And when you take Gabrielle, the real life Gabrielle, like as in who you are, when you look at yourself, right, and you redefine who you are and what your worth really means, right? And that's how it is for me over here. After all that I've been through in life, I just finally buckled down and just like, I just want joy. I want anything that's going to bring me joy. Like, I even so much so told my cousins, like, hey, this ain't bringing me joy. Stop sending me foolishness like this. If it's not going to make me laugh, make me happy, I'm not wanting to fool with it. I can't do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, my husband works for, the government. It's just like the people that are mad about different things. I was like, tell them people you ain't got no button to cut stuff back on. You know what I'm saying? But people just are angry and upset. I choose to want to slap paint on paper and create joy. So for whatever time I'm on my lives or whatever time we hang out, I just want you to take a deep breath, breathe, just relax and have fun. Oh, and Mariah, I want you to tell Patricia yesterday when she said, we want quality people. We just want quality. We're not after numbers and things. We just want to grow with quality. And those that are supposed to be here, they're here. That was spot on. Because yes, we can do all the things, and a lot of people do a lot of stuff, but are they having fun? So if YouTube is your thing and it's your jam, then by all means, then I'm talking to you from that vantage point. But if you're not having fun and it turns into a job, then I want you to do something that's going to bring joy. Like, you can pay bills and still create joy. That's my goal. That's my plan. Oh, that's cute. Okay, we got 3 of them. All right, we got orange because we're going to turn those into cards. What did I do with the paper? It was just right here. Well, golly gee. Did I put them back? And did. And that's the other, like I always say, I'm not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. I used to be worried. That's the Susan. That's the part in the Desperate Housewife of Susan. Susan would do anything to make sure that people liked her. And it's like, I'm going to put out who I am because number one, I want to be authentic in who I am. I never want to show up to the party in a beautiful dress and then I got to shrink down who I am because I'm trying to show out. At the ranch or at the White House, I want to be able to be the same person. You want a trophy too? Okay, we'll make sure you get your trophy. Although I think you should have a trophy. So at the end of the day, it's like when you show up and be who you are meant to be, like who God birthed you to be. He gave you to your mama and daddy before you even knew who you were. And there's a purpose on your life. And if you're trying to be somebody else, you're not going to have fun, right? So when I look at Gabrielle Solis, her journey is about learning that fulfillment doesn't come from the designer labels or how her perfect appearance or those nice shoes. But when she started receiving love from her friends and from her husband, when she didn't have the money to buy all the things. So that's when she started receiving the one thing that makes us all long for is the love. Like, no, we don't necessarily want it from everybody. No, we don't. But when we do get it from the places and the people that we admire, that's when it makes your heart happy. Like yesterday, when Mariah and they were talking, and then Mo was in the chat, and I was like, oh, I was on team replay, and I was sitting up there, and I was like, oh my God, it's okay. It's okay. Yep, P revolted on me earlier on because I was trying to schedule and plan too much of the art. Yeah, you gotta. I love y'all relationship. It is just so yummy. Like, oh my goodness, I just feel like I need somebody in the studio that I could bounce off like that. Um, and I don't have any. I don't have anybody. I don't. Mr. McCoy could give less than a flying flip about coming in the studio to slap some paint on some paper. He makes sure that I have all the things that I need, but will he come down here and do it? Probably if I ask him to. But would he enjoy it? No. And then would I enjoy him being in here? Nope. So we appreciate him in the chat. That's where we appreciate him at. And then that way, where he is in the house right now, wherever he has the phone, I'm quite sure he's listening, kind of listening. I should put out a test question to see if he's listening. I was supposed to use a new color. Oh, and God, if Barb was here, oh my goodness, if Barb was my neighbor, listen, OM freaking G. But I don't even know the closest person. Like even my cousin, but she's in Chicago, but she doesn't paint. She doesn't do all things. But for Thanksgiving, we have a show that's coming up. Cause y'all know my friend, she was in the chat. Yeah, Monday, Chi-Town, which is my friend Crystal, my best friend. We will be going live when they're here for Thanksgiving holidays, and she wants to learn how to gel plate. And then she says she wants to know who this Eddie is and who who this Becky is. And I was talking to her today, and I was just, and so we had to put in the chat. It's just like, wait, that's the name of the stencil. And she's just like, girl, I was trying to figure out who these people was. Like, you just kept saying Eddie too many times. I was like, oh, you thought Eddie was somebody that was going to take your brother's place? She's like, I just wanted to know because you was just happy with it. And I was like, yeah, Eddie's stencil makes me happy. Mayhem and pop dots, because y'all know I told you I love dots. Dots need to be, oh, we would need a room there. Listen, Barb, we would need the whole house. I would have to just build a whole nother house on the back side of the property. On the back 10. We just build our own little space back there where nobody would have to bother us except the deers and the wildlife. Like the road traffic couldn't bother us on the back 10. Just love it, love it, love it. But I mean, so that's what I'm talking about with Gabby. She moved into suburbia on Desperate Housewives, and she found her friends because as a model, like she said, she never had friends. She always had competition. And so here in our crafty space, I would like to think that everybody that shows up around here, they're not here for competition. They're not, oh, well, Karen's live. I can't believe she's live today. Or I don't say, well, oh, somebody else is live. I can't believe they're live. No. It's whoever fits you, fits you. That's why I'm happy that there's so much. And then we got team replay. So there's no competition, at least not over here in the studio. All right, Kellyanne, see you later. Thank you for stopping through and thank you for your time. I do not take your robbery that you do take the time to show up. I do love it. And welcome to the community. I look forward to seeing you again. Let's see, but we over here slapping paint on paper today. The jelly print. I got my new jelly print on the way, Mariah. I got a 8x10 and a 5x7. I almost jumped out there and got me a 12x12, but I say, hold on, girl. Hold on. Don't jump too high. Hold on. Let's get these under wraps now. But I've done gel printing now for some years, and so I do love it. But it's grown out of my anger stage. Let me put it this way. So when I used to pull out the gel plate, if you saw me gel printing and playing with the gel plate, it was very rough, aggressive because I was working out anger, right? But now I can say when it comes out now, it's to create joy, especially now that, we got a new thing. We got some instructions. We're going to go back and do that now with a whole bunch more stencils. We're going to see who else we can put on top of each other and see how that turns out. Because that was fun. Oh my God. We talk about getting a hotel for all our arty friends. Oh my God. Hotel, not motel now. Right, hotel. We want a hotel, not a motel. That would be like the reason I haven't had an art retreat here on the ranch is because I am about 18 miles, maybe let's say about 20 miles really away from lodging. And there isn't even anywhere around here to do, I don't even know of any Airbnbs or anything like that. P wants a motel. Does she know the difference in the motel and the hotel? Well, I don't know. The way my grandma explained it to me was hoes go to the motel. I was like, she's like, you want to go to a hotel. Because the motel is right there where you don't really want nobody to see you checking in. So we want the hotel. And I was just like, wait, what? Yeah, so, and I got that old school grandma. So Lord knows where that came from. So, but here on the ranch, that's my goal. We got the tiny house on the back. So if I can even get that done in, I will be happy with that. At least we could start out. I told Mr. McCoy I want to build my dream home on the back 10. So then if we build back there, then we will have this house and we could do it. We will have lodging. Listen, Barb, I need to come to Vegas. I really do. I really do. I'm gonna just, I wish I could do it this year. I really wish I could. Just pop in and pop out. If I was still in Colorado, I would have been there. Because it's the same distance as it was when you were in Texas, when you were in Frisco. Oh, maybe. Oh, I'm not driving to Colorado when we go in November. I was going to say, well, maybe in November. Well, right now I'm not planning. You're listening? Well, I'm glad you're listening. You make sure you take notes now. He says he's listening, y'all. But I get off this live and ask him a question. He'd be like, what you talking about? I'd be like, oh, what you talking about me? Let me rewind this video. You said you were listening. And my chat is there. So once you put it in the chat, it's there. Okay. All right, we got enough. Oh, yeah, we got enough. Now let's switch gears. Switching, put our paint up. We had to condition our brushes. Oh, we had one more. Let's do blue. Let's use this brush because we got one more piece of paper sitting here. Why not? Why not? Why not? Wait, brown? Yeah, let's do blue and brown. So there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Pop it down. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Doop, doop. And one there. And swoop, swoop, swoop. Doop, boop, boop, boop. And doop, doop, doop. Oh, that's pretty. And maybe a little one. Just a little one. Just a little one. There we go. Boop. All right. And let this one dry. All right. Ooh, but that book is looking so good. All right. We're going to put you over here. Where do we go first? So we got to put oranges down first. And we got to put the stems on them. Girl, how you forget to put the stems on? I don't know. I got to talking. Let's focus on the chat. See, that's what I have to do. I have to talk to myself. See if we had somebody. We're going to get somebody. We're going to have... I felt like Monday was the Karen and the Mo show, though. I felt like Mo just needed to just go and join the stream because that was just so much fun. Oh my goodness. I went back and looked at my own live. I cut the volume down though because I don't like me. I was here for the chat. Our voice is almost back, guys. We are almost back. I feel like I'm about 80%, but the coughs at night, it gets worse at night. Hate it. Told Mr. McCoy, next time he want to share something, just share money. Don't share his germs. I don't want the germs. Share some paper. But this daggum cold, I don't like it. And I normally don't get sick. Why? Because I don't leave home. So that means he brought this mess home from them people he worked with. I don't want their germs. All right. That one's there. Sticking with our fall theme, we're getting our fall theme cards ready, set. And then we're going to send some out. Gonna turn maybe some of them into Christmas cards. Maybe. Y'all know I only send my cards out to my people that appreciate art. They don't appreciate art. They get a store-bought card. Mr. McCoy will go buy it. I don't. Oh, he's too close. Mr. McClure, if you can hear me, you're too close. I can hear that. But you do know I got mama ears, so cut the volume down just a smidge. Y'all, he's right outside the studio. I'm a professional advisor of gel printing. I will come on with you at some point if you would like. Oh, see, Mariah, listen at you. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. But you're gonna be in a professional advisor. Look, but that's what I would need because listen, if you could tell me the way Mo told me in the chat, oh my God, I feel like we need to make it into a show. I think you should have a trophy for that too. I think so. Look, my best friend Crystal, she's like, I feel like we need to invite Eddie to the live. And I was like, well, I can let him know we're gonna be live and you want him here. I don't know how that would work out. And so I sent her his YouTube. I was like, go over and check his art out. You know, she is not into nothing art, but my goddaughter is, her daughter, she is into all the things. So that's why I know when we get in the studio, I just have to make sure I have all the food cooked. And maybe do it after Thanksgiving. Maybe. I don't know, because y'all know I have a house full for Thanksgiving. I guess it ain't got to the stream part where I told him he's too close to my studio and I can hear that. Because he might be on, what do you call it? Oh, it done stopped raining. The sun then came back out just that quick. Okie dokie. Eddie wasn't around anywhere. If I could see he was chatty, I would have grabbed him on Monday. Oh. So Becky reached out to me, and both of them left messages. And as you can see, Rhonda was in the chat. I don't know if she's still here, but it just did my heart good because I had so much fun. Like Mo, you just don't even know. Like I'm in Paris fun. That's how much fun. Yeah, there's Rhonda still in chat. So it was just fun. And everybody that knows me knows how much I love Paris. Knows that is a good comparison because I've been to Paris so many times and I have so much fun every time I go there. Um, but I had to get that. Like we wasn't gonna stop. As long as you were gonna be patient with me and type it in, we were gonna get that. So this is the thing. So that Rhonda's stencil. So this is what I was thinking about because y'all know when it comes to the creative part, that part I don't know. But this right here, I couldn't see. I like this the way it is. But when P does stuff, when Patricia puts in stuff where so you can see it behind it, that's the part where I want to learn. And then I was like, but then it would mess up like to me. And I just wouldn't want like I could see pop dots. So like I think I did pop dots with this one. I could see that because I can see the dots in this one. But some of the ones I have stencils, I just can't see it. Can't see it. But it's not to say that it can't be done. I'm just saying that's not my level of expertise. This is my level of expertise right here. Slapping paint on paper. Doing gel printing, it is just a joy. Like I want to go and learn how to pull up like the magazines. I want to know which one of these magazines because I got all these daggone magazines. And then I want to take them and collage with them. All right, where are we at? We got you. Come on over here. And put them on I think in my mind I can see all of this ending up on a canvas. And then selling it with everything else that I do. And this is just, wait a minute, we got one there, one there, one. All right, we got 3 stems on the bottom. Y'all know everybody has to have a stem. Stem, swoop, sharp down, drop down. Okay. Okay, but let me get back to Gabrielle. Okay. So when you think about her, the series starts with her being the model. And remember, I told y'all she had a wealthy husband and appeared to have it all, but on the inside, she was just real shallow and never had friends. And so moving to suburbia actually saved her so that she could find out the strength of who she was. Like her journey was learning about the fulfillment, right? And she learned how to be resilient, and she learned how to be authentic. Like she learned who she really was. So when you look at her strength was like she had charisma and confidence. What woman does not want the strength to be her strength to be charisma and confidence? Gabrielle owned every room she walked in. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Me, that's me. When I walk into a room, I'll tell you, I own it. I don't shrink down. I walk with my shoulders back, my head held high, and I'm gonna sashay into the room. It doesn't matter what room it is. It doesn't matter who's in the room. That's just something that in the beginning of my life of growing up, and the way I was taught, it was a little different. So I kind of walked in owning it in a different way. Now I know how to walk in with the confidence. Because before I walk in and do, people, we call it people in now, do what I have to do, and then I'll be ready to get the heck on out of there, right? So, but now I walk in a room with confidence. I don't walk into a room, worried about who knows what. I've written 2 books. I don't care who knows what. Like somebody, don't nobody have nothing on me. So when somebody comes and start talking that crap, I'll be like, oh, okay, flip through the book. It's already out there. What you talking about? Right? So now most people, and we're talking about people in person and people that have been in my life in the past, when I walk in and when I show up, I walk in and I show up in what they wish they were. And I've had like my bishop to tell me, it's like, such and such is, jealous of you. That's what it is. I was like, who in the heck wants to be jealous of me? I've lost 2 children. Like, who wants to walk into these shoes, right? I didn't get it. And so as I've gone on in my life and I look at it, like here I am now over here on YouTube. Like people maybe want to do it, don't do it. And if you want to do it, just do it. You know what I mean? It takes a little practice, but then it's like riding a bike. Yeah, but like I'll be able to do it like these flowers. Yes, true. It's really helps to watch someone doing the technique. Yeah. Here's the thing with that, Rhonda. I'll be on the lives, and sometimes like I'll be in the balcony, and I'll be looking, but I'll be in the chat too much. So I said I was going to close my chat and I was going to pay attention to next time when their class is taught. And then I said, well, you ain't got to do that. You can go back and look at some past ones. Just give them some watch time. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what we're going to do. But how many of y'all know? Well, you might not be like me. I like to chat. I think it all goes down in the chat. That's just it. And I feel like I'll be thinking like, oh my God, if I had all of these people that's in the chat here at the ranch and we were just creating and drinking and hanging out and eating, we have somebody on the grill. I just think of just a big old Southern barbecue, sweet tea, spiked and unspiked, because y'all know we spike tea around here. It just would be fun. And so that's just how in my mind, in my anointed imagination, I just be like, everybody's here. We're all hanging out, right? So, but I have gone back to check out some things. And then I'm still trying to find my place in gel printing. Because that is another thing that I've noticed too, is everybody has their way. Like mine with my watercolors. I watch everybody do their thing, and then I'm just like, I don't do that. I like this, I like a little bit. So it's like a charcuterie board. Grab what you want, leave the rest for somebody else, or. But at the end of it all, y'all know me. I just want to be able to create joy, and if it's going to bring me joy, then I want to do it. If it's not going to bring me joy, I don't want to do it. And that's what somebody was like. Did that frustrate you? And I said, Monday. They were asking did Monday frustrate me because it was taking. I was like, no, that was fun. Like it wasn't the kind of art that. Um, Let me see. What can I think of? Let me see. What can I compare it to? Oh, grunge. I don't want to learn how to do grunge. I like to watch other people do grunge. I'm a pretty girl. Y'all know pretty girls walk like this, you know. So I don't want to grunge it up. And then when I do get some kind of grungy paper, I'm still going to zhuzh it up and make it beautiful. It's still going to have my signature on it. So for those people who like to do what they like to do, I like to watch them do one, two, three. I like to watch them do their thing. And then once I watch them enough, I can see what brings them joy in just watching them. And then I'll be like, oh, that's cool. Right? Because, over here in Create Joy Studio, that's it. Where we can heal one brushstroke at a time. Because it's my journey. I've accepted it. It's my life. It's how I live. And when days get rough, I know that I can come in the studio, slap some paint on some paper, pull out the jelly plate, or stitch together a journal, or make an art journal. Those are all the things that make me happy. So anything that's going to make me frustrated and whatever, then no, I won't do it. But Monday, it brought me joy because I was already doing the gel printing. So her giving direction just made it even funner because I was like, wait, this is going, and I got the vision. That was the problem. I got the vision. I was like, oh man, I can do this. It's like, wait a minute, I did it already. So let's do it. And Mo started it. Mo was like, "It's you put Eddie on top of Becky." And then when she said that, unfortunately, it was like, "Oh, got it." But Lord, when people go back and look at that video, they're gonna only hear the one side unless they open up the chat to really bring it on in. Oh my goodness, it was fun. It was fun. Two of those favorite types, Karen, either grunge or pretty. It's not gonna be grunge. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty. Heck yes, me, love 2P is the grungy one. Oh, I still didn't think, even out of the colors, that ain't grungy enough for me. I guess I gotta go a little bit. See, I don't think P is grunge all the time. Like when she pulls out some colors, I don't know. Maybe in gel printing, I don't think of gel printing in grunge. I'm thinking junk journal. Maybe that's it. That's it. That's it. Because in grunge and junk and gel printing is fun. But in junk journaling, when I make handmade journals, or I don't like the grunge. And it's probably because I don't care how much I start out with a journal. Like if I start out making a journal in and sad, like thinking sad, like, oh, I need to create my joy, it'll still end up with some lace on it, and it's just gonna end up being too pretty. So I don't call it grunge no more. But I don't think I see gel printing as grunge at all. Like, I guess maybe some people, would they call this grunge? Like, I don't know. Oh, those pretty papers she makes for me. P actually uses pink now. She's evolving. So maybe I need to go back and see some grunge, because like, to me, I think that's more grunge, maybe. But I don't call it grunge though. Maybe that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I need to figure out. Y'all need to show me what grunge is in gel printing. I don't think I know. That definitely isn't grunge. Oh, look at the sparkle in that puppy. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. But and then when I'm talking about where's my journal? Let's see, this one. All right, let's give these babies a little bit time to dry, because it's time for everybody to show up on the and get on their home base. I feel like they might be a little bit too big. So right here, so this is grunge to me, like in the journal, and this is the pages are dark, and so this when you and then putting it like, that's grunge to me. But other people, you can barely see the green, like they go all in, like that's grunge. That's grunge right there. That's a gel pull right there. But so I put them in my books. Um, where is there another one? I think there was another one in here. Yeah, so something like that would be grungy to me. flip, 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 flip. Yeah, that's beautiful. See, that's not grungy to me. That's beautiful because that's gold. Is that not? Oh my goodness, that's pretty. Yeah, so and then right here, like I go in right there. Okay, the darker mucky muck, like it's been outside and the birds pooped on it. That's P's motto. See, I think, oh Mo, what was that color? Oh, it's something, whatever it was. That's what you're talking about. That color. Yeah, I think I got it. That color. It was called Goose Poop. Goose Poop. I think it was Goose Poop. That's not it. Goose, yeah, Goose Turd Green. That's what it was. It's on an envelope, so that would be okay. So we would call Goose Turd Green. I could definitely see that. I think anything that is not perfect parts of a print, scrapes, marks, mucky areas, etc. Okay. I think it's Goose Turd Green. I guess we'll have to say that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But we learning over here. We learning over here. We learning. All right, let's pull these. All right, we got red, goose turd. That's a real color dye set. Yeah, yeah, they say that's a real color, Karen. I had a link ready for if I had seen you in yesterday, the goose. Oh my God. I got home right after the stream. When the stream was on, when the live was on, I was at stretch, being stretched. Because, sitting up here in the studio, um, that's what they were like, God, what have you been doing? I was like, listen, I did a 6-hour live. So I was just standing and bending and moving. So stretch it all out and get it back together. It's like, okay. And I have to relax and breathe. I wouldn't have been able to do that. I'd be trying to listen. And then when they say, look at this, I'd be like, oh, I can't look. So I didn't cut it out. Oh, we're going to do brown. Let's do brown. Wait, hold on. I think I might have to cut. I'm going to have to cut. Wait, we're going to leave. Wait, it's going to barely make it. It's going to barely make it. I'm still going to have to cut. I had cut out my watercolor paper smaller than these so I wouldn't have to waste paper. Oh well. I'm just gonna have to do what we have to do. Okay, wait, is the other one bigger? Let's see, what are these? This one's bigger. Still would have to cut. Still would have to cut. Oh well. Golly cheese. No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. Alright, let's move the watercolor and pull up our. Oh, and the other thing, I couldn't find me no deli paper, Mo. I got some parchment paper, but I couldn't find deli paper. So I'm probably going to have to order me some deli paper. Because if it can make my stencils stay cleaner without giving them a bath, because I just hate them. I hate when they get dirty, 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 dirty. I do. And that's a little bit of that brie coming out. Just a little bit. I like my stencils to look a little bit like they can have gently used, but I don't want them to look like I submerged them. All right, let's put everything on. Y'all know I don't like measuring and all that. We're just going to put everybody on a... Wait, I want more. What about that? I want more outside. So, well. Okay. Close your eyes if you're going to have a problem with me cutting this paper. Boop. Done. It's okay. Open your eyes now. Planning on catching you tomorrow. I bought a gel printing kit, but still have not used it. Oh, Saul, come on through. Yes. Listen, I'll be there tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yes. I'm a stencil washer too. I just want them clean. Mariah, do y'all wash your stencils? I can't even remember like what they look like to be asking that question. And then y'all be cutting them. I'll be like, oh my Lord, I can't cut the sides of these puppies off. But I was giving Eddie a bath. Mayhem has it has a little tear. Just a little. It came loose just a little bit. I was like, ah, all that soaking that they did. That's all you know. Lots in the chat. It would be good to see you there. I'm ready. Ready, 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 ready. As my granddaughter say, ready? We ready. We ready. I'll make sure I'll be here. We'll have gel plates out. I'll put everything out this evening. We'll be ready for tomorrow. Oh, heck no. You don't clean them? Oh, my goodness. Like right now, where's that stencil at? Oh, they were drying. They're hanging out drying. Okay, see how I have to have, I want more brown outside. So I used the wrong paper. So that means every one of these are going to have to be cut because we want them, I want them to have a little border. And let's see. Excuse me, guys. Let's cut this one a little bit way over here. There's a friend of mine that's here in my hometown. She's an artist. And even she runs a flower shop too. So we have yet to get together. Me and her sister got together and went and did a bookbinding class. But me and her haven't got together to do some creating. Like she take her gel prints to, I can say, a whole nother level. I wish I had a picture of her art. These are supposed to be, well, pink. No. Let's see. Be right back. Got to help with homework. Ooh, don't miss those times. Oh, no. Wait, maybe. Oh, oh, no. Oh, that might be pretty. Don't fret, Karen. It's an opportunity, and they look great on there, trimmed or not. Thank you, Rhonda. Ooh, that's pretty. I love that. Okay, now let's do that one, but let's back up with this black. So this is my, so Rhonda, this is my new, this is new, added to my slap and paint on paper. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do all of that. Oh, but we need another black piece of paper because we're not going to have enough room on the other side, so we need a full piece. Yes, see right there, will that work? We need just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, let's see. Right there, right there, right there. That'll work. Okay, let's glue this on before we get it, because we're going to be using it. I love when it's audition time. Yes, we love audition time. But so Rhonda, this is the thing. If you're new here to the channel outside, you know, watercolor is my jam. But now I've added card making to my watercolor because I started out wanting to be a Gina K designer. Y'all hear me? But I couldn't get to making them Gina K cards. Now, hold on, I gotta do this. Gotta be concentrate. Lay it down gently, gently, gently. Boom, boom. There we go. Ooh. Cause that was very slither. But I couldn't make them Gina K cards. So this is why I'm saying be like Gabby and never let go of your dream. Never, ever, even if people call you a dreamer, it's okay. They call, excuse me, what's his name in the Bible? A dreamer too. And dreams do come true. They do. You know what I mean? So card making, although I cannot, still can't make them Gina K cards. What I did do is I came into my own uniqueness of my own card making. So now when you get a card from me, you not only get some happy mail and some love, you get hand painted. You get my art. I feel like is Cheryl still in this chat? Because I feel like I did not sign that card. Joseph, there you go. Thank you. I knew somebody was gonna pop it in. Joseph was a dreamer. So be a Joseph. Dream big. Y'all already know. Okay. We got new people in our chat. So, what is my ultimate dream for us? Where are we going to go where are we going to go from our retreat? That's how we're going to put it out there. Our international retreat, when we get together, when the Lord bless me with what he's going to bless me with, tell the people, the new people in the chat, where we're going. And all you have to do, yeah. Look, Mo, no. We're going to, yes. I've asked the Lord to bless me with a villa in Italy so that we can show up and craft together. Right? We're going to craft together. And all you have to do is book your flight. I want the Lord to bless me so much so that I want to be able to have a villa. That means we're going to have whatever the Lord, I'm not going to tell him how big or how small. He's just going to bless me with it, right? And then I want to be able to be like, oh, y'all, we're going to have an art retreat in such and such Italy. Book your flight. And you're going to be like, well, do I need this? How much is this? How much is that? Book your flight. We're going to have the chef. All you're going to have to do is book your flight and show up. That's how I'm dreaming. And that's how I'm being very specific with what I want God to bless me with, right? And the reason being, I told y'all, I am on 10.5 acres. We moved from a subdivision in Colorado Springs, Colorado. My neighbor, I could really open the door and be like, here's your coffee for the day, right? That's how close we were. So now we're on 10.5 acres, and I want the 25 acres that's behind me because I want to be able to ride my horses. Hey, Paula Kay, how are you? For me, it would be summers in Tuscany. Listen, Mo, I'm here for it. The summers in Tuscany are amazing. Oh my God, our time in Italy. Out of all the places I've that I went when we lived abroad, when we lived over in Europe, Italy is the one that I want to definitely. Look at that, Paula K. I'm honing in my Gina K. But it's just what I want. And they say, write the vision and make it plain. I've written it down, made it plain. I put it all out here for y'all. The how it's going to happen, that's not my business. That's God's business. And when God shows up and drops it in my lap and say, Karen, it's time, it's going to move so smooth. It's going to move so smoothly. It's going to blow my mind. So, like, people are like, well, how are you going to do that? Hey, my job is the how. Listen, I told God what I want. And this is what he said. You got to write the vision and make it plain. I like the black. So we're going to, because we got us a whole pack of black paper just for, Dawn sent me a pack of paper. She sent me a card. And they say, Paula K said, that's Gina K's thing. And I was just like, oh, it is. So that must be Gina K honing it, coming out of me. Because if anybody that knows, I got all the things. So now I'm happy to say, y'all, that I'm using it. What did I say? Use it or lose it. I'm using it. Oh, maybe let's do that. Oh, that kind of popped out there that way. And then let's put that on top of there. Do we like that? I don't know. I gotta let it sit there for a minute. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so the other thing I want to get through these things about Gabrielle, because y'all know I want to leave you. I want you to leave and be thinking. I want to prick the brain, not only just in beautiful art, but really just kind of go into it. So when we think about Gabrielle, she had her strengths. She was determined. She had growth through awareness, and that was because she learned how to love, had friendships. She had some weakness too, because y'all know we have weakness. Her vanity and her insecurity was her weakness, right? And then her impulsiveness. Her reactions often came from pain or pride. You know, she speaks before thinking. How many of us do that? You know, we think before, I mean, we just, slap it down and don't think about it. That's why I was just like, we're going to think about this, right? She spends before saving, and sometimes chooses pain over peace. Y'all know over here, we're choosing peace over pain. Excuse me, guys. That frog jumped back in my throat again. I kind of like this. I think I'm going to go with it. We're going to do one. This one, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, let's put some water down. Let's wet our whistle. I think the blue one would have been better. I only have one blue. I think the blue one would have been better. I don't know. We're going to go with it. I don't know. Only because it's kind of talking to me. Kind of. Not talking to me a lot. Yeah. I'll be so glad when I don't have this cough. None of this foolishness no more. It just kind of takes away my peace. Every breath I take takes away my peace. Where's my cough drop? There we go. Let's let's put one of these in. Because if I was in the chat, I would be a little like, oh, God. Okay, there we go. This is the best thing. I just inhaled a little bit. Put a little one of these in here. Oh, my God. These are so good. It's Fisherman's Friend. All right, we're going to put this on here. Just slap it down. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, they strong. They are very strong. That's why I love them. So when I would because I'm also a speaker, and so the one thing is like I couldn't afford is to have a speaking engagement and then my throat. So that's one of the things I keep at hand is Fisherman's Friend, but I haven't needed them for a while. Oh, that one's too small. Okay. Have you got the lemon and the honey ones yet? A Fisherman's Friend? I don't like them. First of all, I don't like Fisherman's Friend, first of all. Let's just talk about that. But I do like the way it works, like instantaneous. So like right now my throat doesn't feel like it needs to just choke me. Yeah, they got lemon. So the lemon is good, but I think the natural one works better. And I don't know, Mo. It could be that once they bring this stuff from over there and, change it up, stuff is not the same. Yeah, it does. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm also going to, so next week, probably, y'all know I don't ever tell you what I'm going to do because what I create on these lives is really based on how my life is feeling at the moment. But I did know I was going to slap some paint on some paper today. I did know that when I got up this morning. I had watercolor on the brain. Yeah. Oh God, yes. Keep you some on hand. So, but when I would have speaking engagements, that would be my only thing that I would really, because a lot of people have water and tea, but that's my only. And especially if I had speaking engagement after speaking engagement, because when I did my TED talk, I was like, oh my God, I needed something. I think I got a nervous throat then. Okay, I like that. That's pretty. I feel like I want to do something. I'm gonna have to back up and do some more blues. And I'm gonna put that on there to remind me to do some more of those because I want to see what that's gonna look like. All right, how many do we got like that? We got that one, we got that one. All right, so green. Let's do a green. We got that green, and we got this green. Let's do it. Let's see. That one, that one. I think I want this one on black. Maybe, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe on pink, some form of pink. Purple, maybe. When all else fails, purple works. Purple is our friend. Not purple on that. Maybe like that. Then like that. That might work. Maybe. We're going to think about that. We'll leave it sitting right there. See, so that's the difference in me and Gabby. I don't want to jump to it. We don't want to just hastily do it. We don't want to be impulsive. We want to take our time, right? Life is going to happen. Life is going to do what it's going to do, but we want to take our time. And the other thing was with her, she had fear of being vulnerable. This is the thing. And hers was based on, hers was based on her upbringing. All right, we got to cut this off. Which side? This side. Sometimes childhood trauma makes us react in life. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing. And that's coming from the counselor side of my brain. Because I think sometimes that makes you who you are. Sometimes. Some senses, right? Let me back that up. Let me speak for Karen. Some things that have happened to me in my life, I've seen the goodness come out of it. And trauma, tragedy, it made me a better person because I personally, my Create Joy Studio over here, I chose to be strong, to be resilient, which is why I'm called a resilient speaker, and not let the fact that somebody did something to me 20 years ago affect me today. That's what I mean. And that's where you don't have fear in being vulnerable. Grab life by the horns and just be like, all right, this crap happened today. All right, let's see what we're going to do. Nope, we're not going to make no lemonades. Let's go grab a beer and go sit down somewhere and think about it. Because, sometimes there's a lot of people in the cemetery because they made hasty decisions and got into it and maybe something happened or they got in a car accident or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why I say take time to just really pause and say, oh, how can I make this better? And don't always blame other people. Like, I've learned, this is something I've learned personally. This is a personal thing. It's going to be transparent moment, as though y'all know that's always what I do. I have some people in my life that in the past, they've done some things that piss me off. And so the way I move now in my life with them is I walk very, very, very carefully so that I don't hurt their feelings. Because just because they hurt me doesn't mean that I need to turn around and hurt them. You see what I'm saying? And I know it says in the Bible an eye for an eye and all that there, but it also says the greatest of these is love. So love, and then that way when when you show back up and they be like, darn, she treat me so nice. Be like, yeah, because I'm not a donkey like you are. I'm over here trying to create joy. I am not an advocate for gun violence. I'm not an advocate for suicide prevention. I'm an advocate for creating joy. I've accepted it because that's what I want everybody to, even though life sucks sometimes, and I know it does, I want you to create joy. I want you to find that glimmer of hope. And then get up, dust yourself off, and tell yourself, we got this. I don't care what they said. We got this. And you'll be okay. People on your job bothering you, tell them I said kick rocks. Kick a rock with an open toe shoe on in a blizzard. Be like, oh, go somewhere and kick a rock. That means leave me alone, right? We got enough going on in life. Gas high. People are furloughed on their jobs. Nobody got time to deal with nobody that just want to bother people just cause. Go somewhere and slap some paint on some paper. Create some joy. Have fun. So protect your peace. And that's what it was with Gabrielle. She had a fear of being vulnerable. Her perfection was her armor. What she looked like on the outside, it was her armor. I have a very hard time turning the other cheek. Been that way my whole adult life. Rhonda, I'm trying to tell you, I just got that way. I'm turning the cheek. I would say I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 cheeks. Once they out of them 4 cheeks, I'd be like, right, I'm done with you. But when they family, it's a little hard sometimes. So now I just choose how I deal with people. And I'm quick to say, oh, this ain't bringing me joy. It's time to go. I tell my husband real quick, oh, it's time to go. We need to go where we pay rent at. Pay the mortgage. Where we pay the cost to be the boss. Let's go. Let's get in that car where we pay for, or get in that car that's paid for, and let's go. Now, because my husband is non-confrontational. He can sit there and he be like, "What you mad at?" I'd be like, hold on. You keep me right here where we at. you gonna find out in a minute. So you keep on. So now, I think he has a little bit more of an understanding that his wife ain't nothing to be played up with. Well, everybody, ever since my son died, everybody know I'm nothing to be played up with. You go play with a toy, don't play with Karen. Go play on YouTube. Go play somewhere else. But don't play with me. And then, because see, that's the whole thing when you got avoidance of emotional. Because y'all know I did a whole show. We did a whole thing over here talking about, what was that thing called? Like when people done hurt you. Avoidance. I think that's kind of what it was. Wait, that's the wrong way. We want this one first. And that was the thing. Being non-confrontational, and sometimes people take advantage of those type people. You know what I mean? They just like they want to take your kindness for your weakness. And it came a point in life when I was just like, you know what? If I die with no friends, I will not be kissing behind going into, I think it was 2023. I was like, we are not kissing behind in 2023. I'm not doing it no more. I'm tired. I just don't want to do it no more. I don't care if people don't come to my house. I think that's the year, 2023, that I came over here on YouTube and start hanging out on YouTube. And then a friend of mine was like, well, you should go live and do some. I was like, okay. And so that's how it started, because I just like wasn't gonna do it no more. And so now people be like, oh, well, you just don't want to deal with. No, I don't want to deal with you and that foolishness no more. I don't want to do it. Don't come to my house with it. Don't even come through the gate. As a matter of fact, don't even put my address in your GPS. You stay home with that foolishness. I told my own mama that. It's like, hey, if you can't come through the gate with some joy and bring some joy, don't come in here looking for me to try to uplift your soul. I don't have the energy. Some days I just barely have the energy to get my behind out the bed. And then you want to come along, and somebody want to come along, and then they want to blame you for some troubles they having in their life. No, get at somebody else. Let somebody else do it. I don't want to do it. Get somebody else to do it, because I don't want to do it. As a matter of fact, don't even get nobody else to do it. Just stop. And don't feel bad for putting up with that level of behavior. It's on them, not on you. Absolutely. Now, Mr. McCoy, he if I had his like, don't pay attention to it, like, people be playing in his face and he don't even realize it. And it pisses me off because it's just like, wait a minute, did they just say? And I'll be like, no, we're not doing that. And so I'll be like, yo, buddy, um, you okay with that right there? Oh, that messed up. I need a new blade. I need to put a new blade quickly. Put it in. And if he be like, what you talking about? Then I know he didn't even pay attention to what was going on. I'd be like, he missed it. But we be okay over here. So when you have people that have, that try to distract you from the, we're not going to worry about it. It still works. Will distract you from the realness of life, and try to say it's your fault that they're unhappy. And in the past it'd be like, oh my God, what did I do? That was old Karen. And now Karen, I don't give a darn. I tell people, until you stand beside two caskets, don't come for me. Get somebody else to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. I had to stand by two of my children and say goodbye. I just didn't want to do it. So until you've done that, don't bother me, right? And that's just where I am with it. Now, if you want to come over here and we get together and have some good conversations, maybe drink a beer and have a glass of wine or something, I don't know. As long as it's going to be something that's going to make me happy, because y'all know it's all about me now. That's where we are. Oh, we're done with those? Okay, we're done with everybody. Everybody's done. That's where we are. And that's just how it needs to be. Oh, listen, this started talking to me. Hold on. They started talking. They say, hey, like, oh, you really want to? Let's see what we can do with it. Hold on. I got to do a little measuring. Y'all know I don't like doing measuring. All right, these are 6.5. 5. Do it on the 5. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Gum thing. Let's see right there. So this is 4.5. So let's go in at maybe right there. Yes, I see it. I see where you're going. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut it, cause I cut it too short. Or do it that way. Let's do it that way. See, that's why I told you I don't like doing measuring. Sometimes it comes in handy. Sometimes. All right, let's put you right. Turn you this way. Right. Oh no, gotta cut that off. Y'all seeing how I do this in live and living color. It just started talking, and I was just like, wait a minute, let's put you over here then. You want to be a card? I'll make you a card. We surely will. Because this one, we were doing Monday, but this one was one of my faves. And I like the name, Art Nouveau. Ooh, let's put that there, and then let's come back over here and kind of, all right, let's cut the sides off. The white is throwing me off. Throwing my jizz off. It's just like, ugh. All right. Nope, we don't want the red on there. Boop, boop. Let's cut it a little bit bigger so we can use that scrap. Mr. McCoy in the kitchen cooking something. About right there. So that'll need to be cut about right there. Oh yeah, there we go. You gotta have that thing that makes you say, oh yeah. Gotta find your joy spot. Ooh, we cute. We cute. Look, we cute. Hold on. Hold on. We ain't done. Hold on, because it's talking to me now, y'all. It's talking. Let's see. Where's the... We got... Okay, so we need to put that there. Put you maybe right there. Then we could pop a sentiment right there. Nope. Maybe right there. Maybe it's the sentiment I don't like. Maybe. No, because I want this. Oh, well, okay. Let me think about it. All right, we got this over here. Nope. Things that make you happy. Nope. Oh, wait. This might work. Oh, he might work. He might work. He might work. Yes. Who at my door? Hey, girl. How you doing, girl? What's up? Zara is at the door. So I guess he had them outside. So Zara is over here scratching at the door. She wants to get in. Hi, pretty girl. What's up, pretty girl? Okay, calm down, calm down. Zara is one of the Roddies for the new people on the channel. Hi, pretty girl. She knows where Mama's studio door is. Well, you going out just that fast? Well, you got to come out the way you came in. Are you going out now? Get out of there. Are you going out? All right. Maybe up there. Oh, wait. We can fill this in right here. Let's use all of this goodness. Sit down, girl. Rest your nerve. Or rest my nerve. Yeah, let's go and fill that in down there. She don't know if she want to. Hey, leave that alone before something falls. All the dogs are not welcome in the studio, but she usually comes in here and sits down. But she's a little excited. Leave that alone. Okay, and then we put his leg right there through the... There we go. Oh, yes. Blessed are the curious, for they shall have adventures. Do we want that sentiment? Y'all see how this just stopped me right in my tracks. I feel like we're going to do something right there. We got some leftover. That's how you can use your scraps. Get out of there, girl. Nope, I don't want to cover that up. So we can put that on there. Nope, don't want to do that either. The audition. Alright, well, we got some other sentiments. What do we got here? Moments, the reflections of who we truly are. That kind of goes along with what's talking about Gabrielle today, the housewife of today. We kind of put that there. Let's see. We audition everything. That could possibly work right there. Maybe. Y'all feeling this? Because live for the moments you cannot put into words. I think I like that. And then let's put it on a pop-up. Zara. Sit down, little girl. And that's a little girl as in a female dog. So So don't nobody think I'm over here talking to a child. Although I do talk to them like they're my children. Because we don't have no children at the ranch right now. We are empty nesters. We are empty nesters. All right, let's put that right there. Well, so we can pop that up. And we're going to bring this on. We're going to make it to where I'm going to have to work around the sentiment because I like the sentiment. I like where we're going. I do. I like the God. This could be a masculine card. Hey, I'm going to put you back outside. Now sit down. Sit. Thank you. This is definitely a masculine card. We're even going to put him on there. Oh, he could go that way too. No, this is the back. He's not going to open the door for you. She like, why not? There we go. All right, there we go. I like the way this came out. But up here, I feel like there's something that's calling for me up there to put up there so we can go around. So that's where putting it on that black would have been possibly good. That don't work. I like all of the shimmer. So I think I'm going to have to just go on and bite the bullet. Yeah, because it's making the designs go differently. See, that goes that way. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Okay, right there, we need that much. This lets you know also that I'm not a 100% card maker. Because card makers are probably like, oh my God, is she not going to measure that? It ain't. Probably should. I mean, I probably should. But we're not trying to be perfectionists over here in the studio. Good. She finally sat her butt down. There we go. All right, I want these to be perfect. Now, I think this is something else you can do. This would be a good thing if you want to do your gel printing on sticker paper, like I did on them labels. Excuse me. We used labels yesterday to jelly print on, and I'm going to use those labels in my artwork. So whenever I do those journaling pages, when I make my journaling pages, you are 100% a card maker. Okay, if Paula K says so, I am. But you know, you get some of them card makers be like, she not a card maker, she's a watercolorist. And is. But I'm gonna be like Paula K said, I like that. So we turned it into a card. Like this print turned into, because this is what I'm gonna do with some of my prints. But I feel like, so right here, I feel like we got a void right there. I feel like something needs to go there. But I also don't want to cover up the print because the print is the highlight of the show. So he's on here. And then let's put this on a backdrop. Paula K, I think I told you I got me some 110-pound cardstock. Look at that. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. We're committing. Oh, I need some more glue. Okay, so we over here, we're working on our watch hours. When I get to, we've already reached 1,000 subscribers, so we got the subbies in. But when I get to 4,000 watch hours, we're going to give away either a journal or illustrating Bible, which is what I do Bible journaling in. I have an illustrating Bible and either a journal or an art journal. Yeah, those are the three things. So I need to just to figure out the rules. That lets you know how I ain't figured it out right. Lets you know how far I am away from 4,000. But it's going up there. They say once you get 3,000, you usually get going. So I'm happy about that. Oh, I like that. That is so pretty. Oh my God, that's pretty. Oh, look at that. And our little, what do we call it? Decal or whatever it's called. I like that too. Oh, I feel like I want to, it's this edging. It's right here. But we're not going to worry about it. Hold on. This is why we left the card making groups on Facebook. They were too particular about card making. Yep. Yes, you did. Don't you love that wait for card base? Yes. Paula K, did I see you worked with? Yeah. Paula K works in the metrics. Um, yeah, I don't want to. And Mariah, I'm not in no card making groups. And because again, I didn't consider myself, as you just heard, I'm a watercolorist. I didn't consider myself a card maker. I was trying to be in the beginning. Like I said, I wanted to be on Gina K design team and all the things. I was a Gina K fan. But after buying all that stuff and them cards was coming out looking like who done it and why, I said, oh Lord. But we not gonna worry about it. And I'll let them be because y'all know that's another thing. I don't have time to be angry over here in my art either. That's just too much. Too much. I want to create joy. So if we ain't creating joy, then we ain't vibing. Which is why y'all know what I say. I ain't for everybody, and I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that. And is somebody's like, oh my God, she don't even do this and she don't do that, and don't and ain't. So keep scrolling. There's plenty of people on YouTube that is doing what you want. I can't teach you what I don't know. That's why even with gel printing, I told y'all where I told y'all to go. To Mariah, she in the chat today. Y'all go see over there with so Patricia, they can show you how to do it with rules and things. I don't have that. I ain't got there. It hasn't prompted me to go down the rabbit hole and learn all the things. Y'all see how Mo had to teach me. And that way we had so much freaking fun. I put that glue on there. Now, why'd you do that? Because I was talking too much? That's why. We'll do something else with it. Let's see what else can we glue it on. Well, nothing. Just what else? I don't know. Let's see. We ain't got enough of that. Oh, well, let's put it on this and then put it on that. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Let's put it on some green. Oh, that might work. I laugh when you said we have rules. No, y'all don't have rules. Y'all have instruction. That's what I meant. Instruction. Because they'll get in the chat and they'll get to asking me. And I'd be like, hey, over here from me in the studio, this is what I know. This is what I do. And sometimes I can interpret. But it'd be like, wait a minute. Like the flop off. It's like, what's a flop off? And I'd be like, this right here. Be like, why is it called a flop off? Because that's what they call it over there. The roll off. So many people got so many different names. So it's just like, hey, it's the joy spot for me. It's the joy paper. I love that paper. But the flop off, we like it. See how we took that? Boom. Boom. Look at that. Oh, now don't put no glue on it, Karen. We're putting it on on puffers. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it kind of dimensional. There we go. Make it pop up. Boop boop. Boom. There we go. Oh yes. This getting ready to be yummy right here. I'm trying to distinguish what he cooking, but I can't smell it. All right. All right, we got right across there. And y'all know at the end, for me, mostly, I don't have an end result for my projects. Like it's not even a project. It turns out to be what it turns out to be. Look at that. I didn't start this with this. It just started talking to me. It was just like, hey, and then this started talking, be like, well, don't leave me out, right? Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. Now we're gonna go all the way with this one because I feel like we need to. So black. I think we're gonna pull out brown. Now, Paula K, does it matter like the color of the base? That is why we created the P-isms glossary. Mo is the curator. The heavier, the better cooking, especially if you're mailing. Oh, yeah, that card stock. Mm-hmm. I use that weight on and sent Karen, actually. Yes. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So, listen, see, when I get to talking about stuff that I know about, I can chime in. I can say I agree. And I know what, like, I didn't know it at first what Paula K was talking about with the heavier paper. I thought it was like, I didn't know, right? So now that I've used it, it makes a difference. I can see the difference. And I think that's just my learning style. Well, it ain't no, I guess. I know it's my learning style because I'm more of a show me. As my uncle and aunt used to say, you learn by doing stuff the wrong way, or you learn by getting in trouble. Well, you ain't never got to worry about me doing it twice, except for having a baby. But this right here, and it makes you think it's two pieces, like it's so thick, right? So we're gonna put this as the base. We're auditioning. Should it be light or should it be? I'm thinking brown, so that the brown can pull out the gold in the stencil. Now, Paula K, do we go that deep into it? Um, Mo, do you have a as a matter of fact, let me pull it out. Oh yeah, brown is gonna work. I see it already. See how it pulls. I like that. That pulls it out. So never mind, guys. We're gonna use that for this, and we'll use this one for this one, and this will be a stand-up card. All right, so let's fold this puppy over. And there we go. Yeah, I probably should have scored that one as I tried to bend it. And that's what I thought about. I asked her, did she have one of these, and didn't do it. I got a little home training. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We try to use it sometimes, but remember, we're trying to get out of our brief phase. So as the Desperate Housewives, when I had a house full of kids, I was Bree. Everything had to be perfect. So now we're not doing that no more. Some things I'm still very particular about, and I need it to be the way I want it to be. But right now, the studio is the only place that I'm very particular. Because that's the only thing I can control. Because y'all know y'all got husbands. They don't do what y'all want them to do. I don't care how many times you tell them, oh, that's just beautiful. Oh, I think I want this one cut. Nope. Maybe. Do we want to cut it? Look at that card. It turned out so beautiful. And now we have a card. I got some paper I will glue in there to put the sentiment on. You know how sometimes 110 almost breaks as you score, no matter how gently. Really? Look, hold on. Let me see. I gotta just score this one. So we're doing this one. I'm gonna measure. So this is 4.5. This is the best way I can do it. Is I want it there. So we're gonna score it at It's 4.5, so we're gonna score it at, ooh, I don't know. Let's just score it in half. So it's 11. Excuse me. So that's 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. That's 11, right? Okay, hold on. Let's do it. Where's our score? So let's just do this paper because this is 110-pound paper. So it's 5.5. Let's score it at there. That's it. We're not gonna do no more. Yeah, it went through. Yeah, and see, it made it easier to fold. Yeah, so it made it very much so easier to fold. Now, that's not half of what I need. I think that's that fourth or something, whatever. But that made it a whole lot easier. And then take your bone folder and boom. So the paper that Paula sent me, the card she sent me, this one is on this 110-pound paper. And it is, that's what made me really want it to go and just find the 110-pound paper after she sent these cards. And I was like, oh my God, look how that card feels. Like it is quality. It feels good. That's the best way I can put it. It feels good. And then Dawn sent me a card, and you can tell the difference. Like this one, I want to say it's probably 80 pounds for the card that Dawn sent me. So they're both great, but it's a personal preference. Remember, I just said it's a personal preference. And what you want and what your end result is going to be, right? So for me, after I saw what 110 pounds feels like, and I think I had 80 or 65 pounds, and I liked the quality of this paper, like this one, and where's the other one? This one, and so this one right here, and then you get to build up on top of it, and the card is sturdy. So these two cards right here, they were hanging over on the line, I call it. I have it's a curtain rod, but I use it to store all of my Happy Mail and stuff that I get. So yeah, so when you look at it, and I don't care how many times I flip this, I don't see it breaking. So I like the heaviness, which is this pound of paper that I just used here. This is 110-pound paper. So you see the difference in me not doing the bone fold. We got a little crinkle there. I ain't worried about it because it's not perfection. But this one, when I did the fold with the bone folder, it did better. So it folded easier. So that's just that. And these cards, aren't they beautiful? Hey, Bitty Penny. What's up, Bitty Penny? Welcome to the studio, where we heal over here, one brushstroke at a time. And we did. We slapped some paint on some paper today, made some beautiful cards. Turned some cards. Look, Bitty Penny, I feel like something needs to go right there, but I don't want to cover up my image because that's the card. This is the focal point, is the gel plate print that was done. I like the way it kind of goes, so I don't think I need to have anything on it. I keep saying I want something, and I don't think I need nothing because this card is beautiful. I don't think nobody gonna get this card. I think I'm just gonna put it up in the studio and just have it. But this one, let's put this on the base. And I probably could have did this a little bit easier. I like lighter weight paper for lots of layers and heavyweight for larger cards. I always have to reinforce the light. Look, as I go turn around to look at your card, be like, that's not heavy paper. And you know what? Hold on for a second. Let me think about it. But first, let me give a little disclaimer. Remember, y'all have to do what is good for you. Everybody, which is why we don't like some of them craft groups, because they like, you got to do this way. And we don't like those kind of people. So I say, like I say, like I say, I love my scanning cut. Not everybody likes Scan and Cut. I like my Cricut. Not everybody like Cricut. Now I love, 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 love my Scan and Cut. I like my Cricut, but I love my Cricut because my son gave it to me. So for different reasons. I just couldn't get the design space. It just, was there you go. That's what I was trying to figure out, trying to give y'all an example of creating joy and the difference. There it is. Trying to figure out that daggum Cricut. And I had that Cricut now since 2018. Am I gonna leave that lip? Nope, we're gonna take that lip off because we don't want no lip. Don't nobody give me no lip. So that's a good example right there. You have two people in the chat that see it's time for a new blade already. Well, I can't say already. I have been using the heck out this daggum thing. I can't complain. Can't complain, can't complain. Looky there. Right, but so Bitty Penny users, I used, oh wait, that's another one. I used a cardstock to make an envelope recently, all scored nicely, but had to tape up the folds inside, and I knew the card would never arrive still in the envelope. Some paper takes scores better than others. Yeah. So this 110-pound paper that I just showed you, it did scores good. Now this card, I like this sitting in the middle. This is one of those things where you say you couldn't have planned it. It just happened. Which is why I love gel printing. It's like all of the prints that I have, we're going to turn them into, and at some point I'm going to have to stop. The devil is a liar. I was going to say I was going to have to stop and then just start making my cards, but I don't. Like, it's just pull some out and do some as you go along, and that's how it can go, and that'd be fine. But you don't have to stop. Because it's the thing that makes me have joy. It's the thing that makes me happy. So if it makes me happy, then we want to keep doing it. Why would you want to stop doing something that makes you happy? I'm just saying. So that's that. Okay, these are on the base. But these right here, I was trying to figure out what base. But we got to talking. I was going to put these on the base, right? But then these started talking to me. And so it was all about them. Now, Bitty Penny said what she said, and I had to turn around and look at her card. And I thought that was heavier paper. No, I guess it ain't. Oh, it is not. No, it does feel like this one with the birds, that's heavier paper. Yep. So the one with the 3 birds on it, that one's heavier paper. Your other one, they went in my Happy Mail journal. But the 3 birds, they're sitting up there. Okay. Don't pull that down. It's gonna create a mess. My bad. That's Barb falling off the wall. Okay, we were talking about grunge. This is grunge to me. This is very grungy. This is grunge. It was like, hey, I'm grunge. When I turned around, I was looking at Bitty Penny's card. And it was just like, hey, I'm grunge. So this is a good example of grunge. Karen, you will get this. I just got another watercolor palette. Oh, snap. What kind you got, girl? What you got? I just got some more acrylic paint. Indeed. Oh, and the paint that I bought was Liquitex. So it's these soft body. So I've used heavy body. The heavy body, it just kind of made me work. So I said I was going to try these soft bodies. And then I had some fluid. So I think I've tried all of the acrylics or whatever on my gel plate. And I'm also going to, so Mariah, if you're still here, have y'all used the jelly plate with, what's this paper? Look, y'all. They turned out so beautiful. They done dried up. Look at them, how yummy they are. On canvas, I have some canvas paper. Well, not paper, it's canvas. It's a canvas. And I did do a pull on it, but I don't know what I did. Oh yeah, dude, there it is. I did it on the canvas, and it was very, very, very interesting. So these turned out great. Love those Liquitex soft bodies. So you use the soft bodies, and y'all know my paint has to serve two purposes in my studio. They gotta be pretty, gotta be cute. Oh, now Bitty Penny, you got one that I don't have. I have not tried that. Let me know how that works. It was hit or miss. I kept getting, when the reviews, like when I was looking at reviews or looking, it was hit or miss. And I just haven't gotten that one. So let me know how it works out for you, how you like it. Okay, but here it is. Let's move this to the side. But yeah, so with this grunge, I'm going to take this grunge and I'm going to put this into my canvas because I'm going to do collage on a canvas. And some of this is going to get put in there. But this is the one I was talking about. This is canvas. And I did a pull. I put it on my gel plate because y'all know me. I just experiment. And I think it did pretty good. I think if I'd have did the colors lighter so you could see it more and needed a little bit more weight to it, and I needed to have left it on longer because I didn't leave it on long. So that is another thing. But it was like little leaves. So, and both of these, I had both of my 5x7s and I did them at the same time. So I probably should have left it a little bit longer. But I just wanted to know, could you do it? I don't think you can't do nothing. You can't put a lot of things on there. Um, yeah. So I said I was going to go back and put yellow on my jelly plate, and then I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to leave it overnight so it can dry and see how it turns out. We're going to see how that turns out. Because I love the texture and the way it feels and the way it like kind of was, it picked up the stuff. So it did pick up my leaves, because this was leaves, and excuse me, it did pick up everything off. It cleaned the plate. So it was just pretty interesting. No gloss photo paper. No gloss photo. Oh, don't put no gloss photo paper on the jelly plate. That's the one thing don't do. That's about the only no. Oh, that's good to know. No gloss photo paper. Oh, that's good to know. Look, I don't even think that was on my. I got a 6-pack this summer, and I honestly have bumped it up to #1. Blick had 30% off today, and so I took the plunge. I'm going to donate my Prima and beginner palettes to a senior center. Good morning, Di. How are thou? You got a 6-pack. That's gonna be, yeah. Let me know how that turned out. Not that I need any more watercolors, because most of the watercolors I've been getting here lately have been handmade. I think I have all of the let me say regular ones, but you know me. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm here for the watercolor. I am. So I'm gonna leave these out, and when I pull the gel plate back out, we're gonna slap some more paint on that jelly plate and see what happens. Because here's the thing, it's supposed to be canvas watercolors. And I had it and I was using it. I got it from, yes, here it is. It was this one. So it said for watercolor and other wet medium. So I was just like, let me try. And then so I stuck it on there. So it comes like, and then I cut it in half, but it doesn't do good for, I don't like it for watercolors. So let me show you let me show you. I don't like it for watercolors, and being that we got watercolors right here. Let's see. That's how I don't like that. Did y'all see that drag? That just sucks. And it does say on there, what does it say? Primed premium cotton, acid-free canvas, and it is 240 GSM. So, sorry for your poppy dye. Thou is a knackered, poopy night sleep. Dye what in the world? You been hanging out with Pam too long? Are you tired? You be up too late? Yeah, see, you gotta put a lot of pigment. See, it's okay when I put a lot of pigment on it, but me no like. But I like it more on the gel plate. There we go. Di, are you not feeling well? Is that what we're saying? Well, sick? Di sick. We don't want Di to be sick. Why are you sick? Why are you not feeling well? No, just kept waking up. Okay. Because I think I saw that you and Pam were live together. I rolled right on back over and went to sleep. I was just like, nope, not finna catch me in that. As I continue to slap paint on this thing. Okay, not sick. Good. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah. And it's gonna be okay. Let me put it this way. If I really want to give it a chance, I could. And there's some other stuff that I could do, like I could put some gesso over it and do some other stuff. But they'll be all right. We're not gonna worry about it. But I did love it, love it, love it on the gel plate. And this is, like I said, I'm gonna slap these down. And we're going to put some yellow. I'm going to put some, as a matter of fact, some cadmium free yellow medium. And we're going to see what happens. They were junk journaling. The canvas is really cool on the gel plate. I like the texture. It is. Isn't that yummy? Or this is the other thing. So y'all know I'm doing those envelopes. I got all my envelopes. I'm getting them prepped and doing all the things. So these will also be good to kind of put on my envelopes too. Mm-hmm. So next I'll probably put it on the 8x10 and put yellow, and then that way we can put yellow all around and then really use it in the junk journaling. I mean, then really use it on, well, junk journaling and on my envelopes. So like this. Not this one, because this one already has a lot of, but maybe to build on something like this. So I'm super excited for the envelope thing. It's growing little bit by little bit, but we have saved it and done our due diligence. And then we're going to take like stuff like this that I used on the gel plate and maybe put over there on that envelope. And then when you fold it, look how yummy that is. That's going to be cute. And then put you something out there, because this looks like a little sunset kind of. Doesn't that look fun? That looks fun. I like fun. You like fun? Like fun. And y'all know I don't know if y'all saw my post here on over in the community. I got my new little sewing machine, my mini sewing machine, so I already used it. We stitched this on and stitched this on, because when you fold it, I want to keep my windows. There we go. And I'm going to go back and gel print, because remember, that's how we started with that gel printing. I'm going to put my pop dots. See where this is dark? And then we're going to put pop dots on here with a light color, probably some pink or maybe some white, because white will be good on there. So I'll put pop dots on there. I lined a box with a painting on canvas last week. Ooh, really? Jackson's have a sale on paper until Friday. I think if you need a little enabling. Inspiration, not enabling. We inspire. We inspire over here in the studio. We don't enable, we inspire. I want to inspire you to get some paper. And yes, Jackson does have a sale, and I deleted the email promptly and did. All right, there is that. Let's move that over there. Let's see, this is still drying. We're going to use that page. We're not going to worry about it. So let's back into what we did today. We didn't do that today, so let's move that. We took our Art Nouveau gel print and turned it into a background for a card, and then we highlighted it over here on this card. These cards are ready to go. They're on bases and all. We are loving this 110-pound paper, so thank you, Paula K. and Maddie, for that. Look, he was just like, oh, you're a little too big. You almost work. My bank account is over inspired. Oh, Di, that's funny. Did you ever get your printer to working, Di? That's what I meant to. I haven't been since last week. I know last time we chatted, you were having printer issues. So did we get that printer fixed? Live for moments that do not have words. Do we want to kind of put that right there so it has a sentiment, or maybe not? No, we don't want to do that. We'll just leave that like that. All right, let's keep going. All right, because whatever he cooking is making me hungry. Okay, so we started out with, we got our two Etcher limited edition 7-inch black paper is what these are made out of, from Etcher. They came in finally today, and so I was happy about those. And you can see we kind of falling into our fall theme as we talked about Gabrielle today for our housewife. That's who we chatted about, and her strength and how she overcame even when her family needed her the most. She went from the runway to being the power mom to being, when the series ended, she ended up being an entrepreneur and being her own woman. So she started being, I ain't gonna call her a gold digger, it's just she just started doing what she wanted. So, but the ending, she did great. No, I took it back and upgraded to a more expensive one with better reviews, hence the over inspired. Hey, but you got what you need. Okay, so this paper is yummy. Like, I don't know if y'all probably can't see the texture that's on this page. I would probably have to put something on it so you can, well, let's see, can you see it? I don't think so. But it's part of the page. But this kind of stands up on the page. It's just yummy. Just yummy. And then we got two of them because why get one? And it's more so because it symbolizes school colors. So no, it's not Auburn. Roll Tide over here. Just happened to be blue and orange. And then we made this one and put it on a base. This one and put it on a base and a base. I don't know what that's called. We double based it. I really like this one on the base with this color and this whatever my thing is doing because it needs a new blade. I'm what do you call it? I am loving it right now. We're gonna just kind of hone in on it because it's kind of talking to me right now, but not that. And then we did that one, and then we ended, of course, with the blue one. So there we go. So we slapped some paint on some paper today. Yep, so there we go. And our gel print that we did on Monday, and then that. I think there we go. I think everything's into play. That's it. I think that's it. That's all we did today. That was a lot. I'm not going to say that's all we did. And then when I get off of here and grab me something to eat, I'm going to probably come back in the studio and I'm going to do a paper smash. But I won't be on live for that. Because it's Wednesday. Di will be on. And who else? Somebody else will be on. And we're just going to have fun. I'll have fun in the studio supporting and watching everybody else. And then tomorrow, we start up tomorrow. I'll start out tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I have some work to do on the back end. Hey, Kathy Grant. You are embracing the rough cut. Yes. It's called something. I called it something else. I had another name for it, but I can't remember what it is. This is why I have to have my little sticky notes down. When I get these things and they start popping out, I have to write them down. So there we are. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed hanging out, most of all, if you enjoyed the conversation talking about Gabby and how Gabby just turned her life around. She had a great relationship as being friends. She took heartbreak, just hung in there with all the things. And those are all the things that I want to remind you, no matter what you've been through in life, life always has a way of coming back, making you stronger through the trials and tribulations that you've been through. Take it from me over here on the channel with all the things that I do with slapping paint on paper. It's really let me learn how to shine and have my confidence in my watercolor and coming into my own uniqueness and creating my own masterpieces. And that way I can see myself becoming. So for Team Replay, got to give Team Replay a shout out. If you're on here or if you're in the chat or you're in the balcony, if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back on Mondays and Wednesdays. But for October, y'all know I'm here every day for October in celebration. We're celebrating Joshua's life. So that way I can be happy and go into November, and then in December we'll be celebrating their birthday. Joshua and Tanika's birthday is December the 17th. Both of them were born, both of my children that are my heavenly angels now were born December the 17th. So we'll be going all the rest of this month in celebration of Joshua's life. Then we'll be going into November, just back to our regular schedule of Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, but for a more creative healing and heart talk, because that's what we do over here. And if you're ready to go deeper, hey, now the one thing I wanted over here on YouTube, you can join my membership community where we will not just be painting pretty pictures. We want to paint with purpose, and we want to make sure that we hone in on whatever it is that we want to do for our purpose and our journey in life, right? After I get 10 members, then that's when I will do my first Zoom, because in the membership you'll be able to hang out where we get to talk one-on-one in Zoom sessions once a month. Haven't put that on the memberships, but I'm going to see how it's going to go and how it's going to pan out, because hey, we got all these platforms, we're going to use them. All right, guys, y'all have a great day, and I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to stop by, because you saw the light on and you decided to hang out with me and come and see what we were doing as we were slapping paint on paper. And then creating cards. I'm super happy, super duper, super duper excited. Love, love, love. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't take it robbery that you took the time to come and hang out. Because you could have been somewhere else on YouTube, but you decided to hang out with me. So thank you. Y'all have a great day. Have a good evening, and I'll see you around the tube. Bye.